Hello friends, I am Shivaji Walke. In today's session of agrotourism, we are going to see about important factors which affect on success of any agrotourism. Then different opportunities for agrotourism in India. So we'll begin with important factors for success of any agrotourism. So there are three major factors which affect on success of agrotourism sectors. First one is an farmer, then village, and finally agriculture. These factors are major factor for success of any agrotourism sectors. Now first we see what is farmer. Farmer is a person who is an hosting that agrotourism centers or owner of that agrotourism centers. So in majority of cases farmers are less educated and have less exposed and innocence. They don't have knowledge about agrotourism or they don't have business attitude for that agrotourism sectors. Then for farmers, any outsider guest is treated with an wholeheartedly without any commercial value. He is supposed to be treated that guest or visitor with an open minded or with an wholeheartedly without any commercial motives. Then targeting guest is a pleasures for the village than pain. He is supposed to be treat that visitors or guests as a his pleasures, not as a pain for them. Then the farmer entertain the guest while entertaining himself in the process. Means there should be some exchange between the guest and that host farmers. Along with the entertainment of that guest or tourist, farmers supposed to be entertain himself also from that urban peoples or from that tourist sites. Then he is not like an exploitative natural businessman, which itself facilitates a clear and tourism's atmospheres. So it is not like any traditional commercial businessman or anything else. Okay, he is doing his tourism activity with an clean and good atmospheric conditions. Then second factors, that is village. In that village, farmer is opening his or running his agrotourism sectors. So village is located from city lack village urbans facilities but are blessed with some natural resources or investment made by this nature in the form of some water bodies like rivers, then some open field, forest area, mountain, deserts, islands. These are required for the conducting the various activities for this entertaining this tourist purpose. Then the community structures is more homogeneous and treating guests is a part of culture rather than professional activities, leading to the natural environment required for a such form of tourism. So this activity supposed to be conducted in homogeneous and treating guests as a part of culture rather than any professional businessmen. So there should be some sense of some cultures or village should be some sense of some natural resources and other things, so then can the peoples or tourists can visit agrotourism sectors. Then agricultural, third and last important factors which affect on success of agrotourism, that is agriculture, because these urban peoples or foreigner peoples want to see the different crops, how that crop is cultivating, then how that crop is growing, then sowings, harvestings or different kind of operations, or they want to see different crops, means how it look in seedling stage. Okay, then they want to see different different agricultural practices which are followed in while growing up these crops. Rich resource in agriculture, name agricultural land, water, plants are unique from place to place, bringing the diversities and creating a curiosity among the tourist peoples. Then each field is unique, which adds to the attraction of tourists. The way of cultivations and products are great attraction for the urban peoples. Means what kind of cultivations practices you are following while growing any crops or how any products or goods are created from this agriculture practices. Okay, these are the some attraction for the urban populations. Then indigenous knowledge of rural people is a wealth which add to the novelty and the curiosity of urban populations. Combination of farmers, village and agriculture creates a wonderful situations which provide unlimited satisfaction to the tourist, especially from urban areas. So these important factors means along with farmer, then village and agriculture, these factors will add or which mostly affect on your success of your agrotourism centers. Then different opportunities for agrotourisms in India. First opportunity, that is Indian tourism industry is growing with an 10% rates, while World Tourism Organization, as per the report of World Tourism Organizations, there is an growth of only 4% in global tourism industries for the year of 2010. But in case of India, we are growing at the rate of 10% per year. It means it is an more than 2.5 times more than growth rate of global industries. Means this global industries is showing only 4% rate, but while Indian industry is showing nearly about 10% rate. It is means almost 2.5 folds more than this global industries level. Then second factors, India has entered amongst top 10 tourist destination list. Okay, so India is considered as an top 10 tourist destination for tourist. Okay, as per the one of the report from this Kent and Nost Travelers, it is an leading magazine reports. They have said that India is within top 10 tourist destination list. As we know, India is already established as one of the top tourist destination in the world. Value addition by the introducing novel products like agrotourism would only be the strength and competitiveness of Indian tourism industries and in global market. So if you add this agrotourism industries in this traditional tourism industries, then it will be create value for, or it will increase the number of visitors for this India's. Okay, because we have different means everywhere or every part of India, we have different cropping pattern, we have different crop, we have different practices, we have different cultures. So it will create or it will add more number of foreign tourists to the India. Then India has diverse cultures and geography. As we know, India we have diverse cultures. We are the country of diversity in unities. Okay, we have different kind of peoples in India. Each state have different cultures, or each part of our countries have different culture, different tradition, or even we have different in a geography also, which provides an ample and unlimited scope for growth of this tourism industries. Then India has diverse agroclimatic conditions, means we have nearly about 16 climatic zones. Okay, from our Kashmir to Tamil Nadu or Kanyakumari, we have different climatic zones. Then we have diverse crop, diverse peoples, culture, desert, mountain, coastals. Yeah, means we have all things. And Iceland, which provide the scope for promotion of all season multi locations tourism products. So it will create the more number of tourism centers, or it will add the more number of tourists to these different peoples, because we have tourism for all seasons. If you want to enjoy for this ice sessions, then we have Kashmir regions. Okay, for if you want to enjoy the desert or in things, we have Rajasthan regions. Okay, means like we have different cultures with an unity. Then increasing the number of tourists preferring non-urban sports. Nowadays there is an increasing trend within this tourist for non-urban sports, means sports like playing some Mithidandu or some marbles or some rural games. So within this urban tourists, there are increasing this interest for this performing this unurban or non-urban sports. Hence, there is a scope for promotion of non-urban tourist sports interior village by establishing agri-tourism centers. So by establishing this agri-tourism, we can promote this non-urban sports. But adequate facilities and publicities are most to the promoting such a centers or activities. Then government initiatives and policies in 10th 5-year plans. Now government also promoting their policies for the purpose of increasing the number of counts for this tourism sectors. In its 10th plans, means during the period of 2002 to 2007, government has increased their fund allocations from 525 crore to 2900 crore. It means almost 6 times they have increased their investments or fund allocations in this agro-tourism sectors for the purpose of increasing the tourism counts. Okay, so in Maharashtra also we have Paryatan Sanchalan. Okay, they have also different policies or schemes for promoting these agro-tourism sectors for Maharashtra also. So government also taking some initiatives and designing the attractive policies for grabbing the more number of tourists to the India. Then this is about the today's sessions. Now what we learn today? Today we have seen about different factors which affect on success of agro-tourism. First factor is an farmers. म्हणजे जो शेतकरी त्याच्या फार्मवरती ह्या ॲग्रोटुरिझमचा ॲक्टिव्हिटी होस्ट करतोय तोच. ओके, म्हणजे त्याच्यामध्ये व्यवस्थित अशा प्रकारचं ट्रेनिंग पाहिजे, त्याला कस्टमरला ट्रीट करता आलं पाहिजे किंवा तिथे येणाऱ्या जे व्हिजिटर्स आहेत त्यांना व्यवस्थितपणे ट्रीट करता आलं पाहिजे, त्यांच्या राहण्याची, त्यांच्या जेवणाची किंवा त्यांच्या बाकीच्या ॲक्टिव्हिटीची त्यांनी सोय केली पाहिजे. ओके, त्याला ते म्हणजे येणारे व्हिजिटर्स हे बर्डन न कन्सिडर करता एक प्रकारचं प्लेजर्स आहे अशा प्रकारे त्यांनी कन्सिडर केलं पाहिजे. त्याच्यानंतर दुसरा देन सेकंड फॅक्टर इज अन विलेज. means the village is an hosting or we can say in that village that particular agro-tourism is an running. आता त्या गावामध्ये काय पाहिजे, त्या गावामध्ये काही वॉटर बॉडीज पाहिजे, काही रिव्हर पाहिजे, काही ओपन फील्ड पाहिजे किंवा काही कल्टिवेशन लाईक जमीन पाहिजे किंवा फॉरेस्ट, माउंटेन, डेझर्ट किंवा आईसलँड अशा कोणत्याही प्रकारचं किंवा असेच त्या गावाची काही स्पेशालिटी पाहिजे की जेणेकरून तुमच्या गावामध्ये जास्तीत जास्त टुरिस्ट येतील. त्यानंतर then we have third factor, that is agricultures. It is tell about what kind of different cropping patterns or different cultivation practices or different crops which are growing in your village. म्हणजे त्या व्हिजिटरला किंवा टुरिस्टला तुमच्या गावामध्ये येण्यासाठी किंवा तुमच्या गावामध्ये काही क्रॉपिंग पॅटर्न अशा प्रकारचा पाहिजे की तो त्यांना आवडला पाहिजे किंवा तुमच्या गावामध्ये वेगवेगळ्या प्रकारचे क्रॉपिंगचा पॅटर्न असला पाहिजे किंवा तुमच्या टुरिझम सेंटरवरती त्याला वेगवेगळ्या प्रकारचे फळं, फुलं किंवा वनस्पती किंवा आपण त्याला म्हणतो पिकं बघायला भेटले पाहिजे. ओके, त्यानंतर देन वी हॅव सीन अबाउट डिफरंट अपॉर्च्युनिटीज फॉर इंडियन टुरिझम सेक्टर्स. ओके, सो इफ यू सी the Indian tourist industries or tourism sector is growing with an 10%. Indian tourism sectors जे आहे ते 10% वाढते ॲज कम्पेअर टू द वर्ल्ड. कितीने वाढते? फक्त 4%. म्हणजे आपण त्यांच्या 2.5 पट जास्तही वाढतोय कारण की आपल्याकडे सर्वच गुण संपन्न किंवा आपल्याकडे सगळ्या प्रकारचं क्लायमेट किंवा सगळ्या प्रकारचं किंवा ऑल सीझन टुरिझमसुद्धा आहे. म्हणजे कोणत्याही ह्याच्यामध्ये तुम्ही टुरिझम किंवा प्रत्येक स्पेसची किंवा प्रत्येक ठिकाणाची वेगवेगळी काहीतरी स्पेशालिटी आहे. ओके, त्याच्यानंतर आहे आता जर तसं आपण पाहिलं तर इंडिया हे टॉप 10 डेस्टिनेशनपैकी आहे. म्हणजे टुरिस्ट सगळ्यात जास्त म्हणजे जे वर्ल्ड वाईड टुरिस्ट येतात ते 10 नंबरमध्ये इंडियाचं आहे. ह्याच्यामध्ये मग कोणते कॅन्डल नोस्ट ट्रॅव्हलर या युरोपियन मॅगझिनप्रमाणे इंडिया हे पहिल्या 10 डेस्टिनेशनपैकी आहे. ओके, तर ह्यासुद्धा म्हणजे याच्यामध्ये जर काही सुद्धा आपण ॲग्रो टुरिझम जर का ॲड केलं तर ते सुद्धा आपल्याला जास्तीत जास्त फायदा करेल. कारण की आपण जर पाहिलं तर प्रत्येक 5 मैल किंवा आपण ज्याला म्हणतो प्रत्येक 10 ते 15 किलोमीटरला आपल्याकडे वेगळ्या प्रकारचं क्रॉपिंग पॅटर्न आहे किंवा प्रत्येक 5 ते 10 महिन्यानंतर वेगळ्या प्रकारचे क्रॉप किंवा वेगळ्या प्रकारची संस्कृती किंवा वेगळ्या प्रकारची गावं, वेगळी बोली भाषा बोलणारी लोक, तर हेच काय आपल्यामध्ये वेगवेगळंपण आहे किंवा वेगळं हे आहे. याच्यामध्ये जर का आपण ॲग्रो टुरिझमचे अजून जर का जोड दिले तर या ठिकाणी सुद्धा आपण पुढे जाऊ शकतो. त्यानंतर इंडिया हॅज डायव्हर्स कल्चर्स अँड जिओग्राफी. सो वी इंडियन हॅव different kind of cultures from your Kashmir to Kanyakumari. We have different culture for each state and even for each district also. Okay, then we have different geographies. ओके, काही ठिकाणी जमिनी आपल्या डोंगराच्या आहेत, काही ठिकाणी खडकाळ आहेत किंवा काही ठिकाणी काळ्या मातीचे आहेत किंवा काही ठिकाणी फॉरेस्ट आहे किंवा काही ठिकाणी आपण असं म्हणतो की कल्चर किंवा ट्रॅडिशन प्रत्येक ठिकाणाचं वेगवेगळं आहे. ओके, तर हे सुद्धा फॅक्टर्स किंवा ह्यासुद्धा घटक एक इंडियासाठी इंडियन ॲग्रो टुरिझम सेक्टरसाठी एक अपॉर्च्युनिटीमधून कन्सिडर केले जाऊ शकतात. त्यानंतर आहे इन्क्रीजिंग द नंबर ऑफ टुरिस्ट परफॉर्मिंग नॉन अर्बन स्पोर्ट्स. सो नावडेज within the tourists there are increasing the curiosity of this non-urban sports, means like vittu dandu, or we can say loghori, or even marble playing. Okay, so these are the different rural based activities. सो ते लोकांमध्ये किंवा अर्बन पीपल्समध्ये किंवा फॉरेनरमध्ये याच्याविषयी सुद्धा क्युरियोसिटी किंवा आवड निर्माण होत चालली आहे. त्यानंतर गव्हर्मेंट इनिशिएटिव्ज अँड पॉलिसीज इन 10th 5 year प्लॅन. तर त्याच्यामध्ये गव्हर्मेंटने सुद्धा आपलं फंड जे अलोकेशन आहे ते आता कंटिन्युअसली वाढत आहे. म्हणजे तुम्ही 10व्या 5 year प्लॅन म्हणजे 2002 ते 2007च्या प्लॅनमध्ये जर पाहिलं तर फंड ज्या टुरिझम सेक्टरसाठी होता तो 525 करोडपासून 2900 करोड रुपयापर्यंत, म्हणजे 6 टाईम जास्तनी वाढवला आहे. आणि त्याचप्रमाणे प्रत्येक राज्याच्या सुद्धा म्हणजे महाराष्ट्रामध्ये इव्हनसुद्धा पर्यटन संचालनालय किंवा पर्यटन विकास महामंडळ, तर ह्या प्रकारच्या काही स्कीम्स असतील किंवा काही पॉलिसीज असतील तर त्यासुद्धा या पर्यटनाला प्रमोट करण्यासाठी किंवा या ॲग्रो टुरिझमला प्रमोट करण्यासाठी कारणीभूत आहे. सो हे होतं दिस इज अबाउट द ऑल टुडेज सेशन्स. आय होप यू हॅव अंडरस्टँड. इफ नॉट प्लीज आस्क मी. थँक्यू.